Magic! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and berries, guess what? We're going to talk about the magic of technology, or the technology of magic. I can't tell you how it works, so I can't tell you how the technology works with magic, but because I've been sworn to secrecy as a professional magical entertainer, don't want to spoil it for you. But there is technology that seems magical, and we've got some of that today. I showed Brian this machine that I got for Christmas. This is technology a little bit. M&Ms. I push this little button, and it delivers candy. That's fascinating. I'm telling you. Speaking of Brian, I got to go find him. Where is he? Are you there? Hi. Good morning.
Hey, Brad.
How
are you?
Today?
You professional technological magician, you.
Trickster. There's a difference between magicians and tricksters. Tricksters are trying to trick you. Magicians are entertaining you.
Okay.
Big difference. We're not there to pick your pocket. We're there to make you smile.
Well, like I said, I loved watching that levitating table a week ago. Just really cool.
Was it a local show you saw? Live?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Mystic Lake.
Who was out there?
David, something. I'll get it before the end of the show.
You forgot already.
He's a comedian magician. Well, I just had his business card in my pocket and I didn't keep it, but it might be in my room still.
There you go, David. There's a lot of comedy magicians. I class myself as more a comedy magician. I don't try and be mysterious like David Copperfield. He thinks he's kind of funny too, comedy. But some people try and go the dark side, like Chris Angel. They don't do a lot of humor. They're trying to make you think, oh my God, how did he pull that frog out of his chest?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about technology today, and we'll go for 15, 20 minutes if we do. And I think technology in general is magical. I mean, it's pretty miraculous. You take something like Uber or Lyft, where they created an app that has nothing to do with cars, and they transformed the whole transportation industry with an app. It's fascinating.
And that gumball machine you showed me reminded me of how we're going to get our things that we use in everyday life in the future. We're going to press a button. It's going to come down. It's going to come out of something. It's going to be a fork. It's going to be a knife. It's going to be a pen. It's going to be a battery for our cell phone, whatever it might be. It might be 20 years from now, but it's kind of a neat analogy with that gumball machine.
It's kind of true. You're going to push a button, and in fact, you might not even have to push the button. You just know that you're out of eggs, so it's going to be delivered to your house by a drone.
And we're already seeing that kind of technology on refrigerators, the LED screen warning you what's due. You're low on eggs, and then you can even order it right on your screen.
Yep. Well, it's going to be where you just set it because we need eggs when we're out, so it's just going to auto do it. I do that with some of my investments. Is it automatically takes money out of my bank account and puts it into invested money. Technology is magical to me. It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, that's what we're talking about today. Tech magic that will blow your mind. And like in your profession of writing, if you do the right words into the stuff that you're writing, that will attract people when they go, how to find dog collars. People will find it miraculously. It's, before you used to have to go shopping. You used to go to the mall and, are there any pet stores in here? They would have dog collars. I'm sorry, we don't have any pet stores here. And you have to go searching around for stuff. But now you search on the internet, find it, click a little button, and they deliver it to you. Poof.
And it could take all day to find that one collar. You'd go to 3 or 4 stores. Yeah. So
to me, technology is magical. They even have a lot of technology that uses the magic word. There's a software I use called Click Magic. It's Click Magic, but it's then CK.com. And I use it for my URL rotators and tracking links, and you can kind of see where everything's going and where it's coming from. It'll filter out those little bots that are crawling around the internet that don't have credit cards. And then there's another keyword tool called, I think it's Keyword Magic Tool.
Yes, I've used that.
What's the software called again?
SEM, Rush,
Yes.
SEMrush.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's a little tool that can be used to find out what the good keywords are versus, because there's no point in optimizing a web page if no one's searching for it. So you can find out, where is that
Right.
juice? Technology is fascinating. It can be frustrating, but it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Here's some more technology for you. Hey, where'd you go? Look, he disappeared. I made Brian disappear. We should make him come back with a wave of the hand. I got to take the magic wand. You wave the magic wand, and Brian. Oh,
hang on for me.
Somewhere else. We're hanging out for you. There he is. Hi.
David Farr.
Oh, David Farr. I know David Farr. I've known him for many, many, many years.
The after dinner specialist. I thought he did well. It's good.
He does a good job.
You know,
Speaking
David?
of technology, he's a very technology-focused guy. He created a thing called the Amazing System that used autoresponders and things so you can book more magic shows. We got it, David Farr.
Good plug for David. I enjoyed it. He did the levitating. He did the disappearing dollar bill. He did the thing up the sleeve.
Did he do? Was he the feature at Mystic Lake, or was he at a special event?
We paid for him at a special event. Shields store. I work part-time at Shields, by the way, just for fun with my hobbies. And we paid for him to come and entertain us after our banquet for our incredible year where we exceeded our goals by $40 million. And he did a good show. He did a good show. Yeah.
He does. He does a lot of lock-ins and company parties and children's birthday parties. And
you've known him many years, huh?
Oh yeah, since he was very young.
And he's probably shopped at Eagle Magic, possibly.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, sometimes people get us mixed up a little. We got kind of the same hairstyle, and people will see his show and they'll go,
he started out by saying who has a $100 bill in the crowd. That's how he started out. And then he took that $100 bill, and I thought he ripped it. And I hope that poor girl got it back at the end. I'm sure she did. Yeah, I'd hire him myself. So technology and magic, David does it and others do it. And
well, all the magicians that are using Zoom now, they're still entertaining people via television, if you will, via the Zoom platform. There's magicians that were creative and innovative enough, rather than saying, oh, there's no more live events, I'm going to go get a job at Kmart or Walmart. Instead, they innovated, and they, like what I've done, I've got a little theater I put together. I don't have that plugged in. If this works, I'll show you my little theater. But
ironically, they're saying Kmart and Walmart didn't innovate and change with the time, so they struggled and failed.
That's what happens. You got.
But McDonald's, that iconic place, been around since Ray Kroc.
There's my little theater.
Surviving. Hey, that's cool. Can you levitate that table, Brad?
I could. I'm telling you, that's one of the cool things with magic is you can do anything with magic because it's magical. David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear. People have made the sun and the moon disappear. People make jets disappear. They levitate elephants. They make things move from one place to another. People have teleported from one space to, like, I think David Copperfield vanished from his show and reappeared in Hawaii and had a conversation.
I remember that vanishing Statue of Liberty when I was a kid and how it awed the audience. And it was, he had such a huge audience for that.
And that's the cool thing about magic is you can do anything with it. And it all happens inside of your head. So if you can make someone think that something's doing something else, and this leads back into technology. Remember the .com industry? And they nicknamed it the .bomb industry.
After the crash.
Yes. Because everybody in their head, they thought, oh my God, this thing, it's connected everybody in the world. We're going to make a lot of money. And they got into it and they found out that it doesn't really work that way. It was an illusion. Yes, sir. Go ahead and ask me some questions about magic or technology. I'll give you my opinion. Might not be the real answer. You got any questions for me?
Are there any ethical considerations when it comes to doing magic?
Are there what?
Any ethical considerations when it comes to doing magic with technology? That's a tough one.
No, it's not.
That'll require some thought.
All you have to do is you have to have good intention. And people know what's good or bad. It's so weird when people get into ethics. Is it right to kill a mosquito? No, it's not. But that's my opinion, because some people say, no, it is important that you kill mosquitoes because I capture them and I feed them to my pet mice. Do mice eat dead mosquitoes? I don't know. But yes, there's the ethics in magic. First off, I don't think as a magician you should tell the secret, because that destroys the magic.
Right.
So I think that is a magic ethical thing. Some people will justify it, like Penn and Teller, they do that, or the masked magician, they'll expose the stuff. And I think that ruins it.
What really got me at that recent magic show I saw, Brad, was how he pulled a guest up from the crowd, right? She came on stage and she was levitating the table, not even realizing it. Or so the illusion was made to show that she was levitating the table. I was really impressed with that, which I'm sure you can do as well.
Huh?
In your vast repertoire of tricks. Illusions, I'm sorry, not tricks. It's not trickery.
Well, people will call them tricks, but then that is tricking someone. And it is a common word. I like to use the word effect, but I sometimes use trick by accident. But we're not trying to trick you as an entertainer. We're trying to entertain you. Yes. Whereas a con artist, and you'll find these guys that are really skilled at neuro-linguistic programming, or they used to sell timeshares and they'd be able to separate someone from their hard-earned money just to buy a timeshare they stay at once in a while. Is that ethical?
You want to leave the audience in awe. That's a good way of saying it. Awe.
You always want to leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
And again, this goes back and forth, two different sides of the coin, the technology element of stuff and the magical element of stuff. Because here's some other stuff. People will create technology and they will get you to believe that this is going to be your little push button success. And it's not. It's just a tool. It's like saying that a carpenter is going to be able to be a multimillionaire because you gave him a hammer. No, it's how you use it, right? So there are people out there that are deceiving people with software, with technology, getting them to think that that's the thing. Like some of this crazy stuff, these classes, how to earn $10,000 a month with TikTok. And they sell you into their program for $397. And they teach you to do something that can't be done.
Yeah. I'm writing for a company that does ISO certifications, and you can get a cheap run-of-the-mill certification for $300 with no audit of your company, or you can go with the NSF, the National Safety Foundation, that will do a comprehensive audit, look at some inefficiencies in your either assembly line or your production or your company, and certify you with a certificate and a complete audit. So do you want to pay $10,000 or do you want to pay $300 and get not even a piece of paper that has no value? So yeah, I don't want to say imposters, but it's all in how you work it.
There are. I mean, certification, in my opinion, is it needs to have some kind of backing and branding and legitimacy behind it, or it has no value. It's kind of like those letters behind your name. Do they mean anything?
Right. Yep.
So certification, if it's a reputable thing and you got a diploma that I graduated from school, yay. Or if it's a knockoff printed piece of paper, you can get that certificate paper over at Office Depot, make your own certificate, and you can be a black belt.
Magicians have gotten by without any designations over the years. Nothing behind their name, just Brad.
Some, but no, there's actually the Academy of Magical Arts. So you're a member of the Magic Castle, and you have to.
I stand corrected.
You have to audition to be able to be a member. It's fairly easy. And then there's also the International Brotherhood of Magicians, which is a organization. There's the Society of American Magicians, SAM. There's the Inner Circle, I think it's called, over in the UK.
Hmm.
There's
Did you say member of the Magic Castle earlier before?
Yeah. Well, you're actually a member of the Academy of Magical Arts, which is the nonprofit for the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California.
Meaning Disney's Magic Castle? No,
What's that?
not Disney's Magic Castle.
No, it's the Magic Castle that's run by a couple of magicians.
Oh.
And it's a private club. You can't get in it unless you have a membership.
Interesting.
Like this. Everyone grab a cup.
Yeah.
Right? And I was a member out there when I was out in LA working on the Jaw Droppers project with Larry Anderson. And I was a member out at the Magic Castle, so I could go there anytime I wanted. And you got to go through. It's a very interesting place. You walk into this place that literally looks like a castle. You can Google it on the internet and find the Magic Castle. It's in Hollywood. And then you walk into a small little lobby and you have to prove that you're a member with your VIP card. Then you walk over to a bookcase and there's a little owl plaque and you say, "Open Sesame." And the bookcase slides to the side and you enter through the lounge.
Wow.
And you got to be a member. So yes, there are certifications for it. There should be more, in my opinion. People have tried, but anybody with a deck of cards can go out and start doing magic tricks and call themselves a magician. And
Right.
They do.
Right.
And then there's some that turn the other way and they start exposing the magic and think that it's a little game. There's a guy that used to live here. He now lives out in Las Vegas. I won't say his name because he'll probably try and sue me, but you know who you are. And he's just doing all sorts of stupid stuff on the internet, exposing stuff. And there's a lot of them out there. That's their ego boost.
And some of my group of writers online, creative copywriters, we talk about the fact that sometimes to get work, we have to do a test.
Mm-hmm.
And I liken that to a plumber. When he comes into your house, do you give him a test? Do you hand him 2 pipes and say, screw in these pipes? Do you test out an electrician? No, but you test out a writer. So even though we show samples of our work, does a magician ever have to audition briefly to get a job? Or do they just show a video? Or, I mean...
Oftentimes video, but with the ease of creating a video these days, there's not much credibility to it. But there's even auditions and showcases. There's a college circuit where you actually go in there and you do your show, do part of your show, and people look at it and go, "Yeah, we could use him."
An audition is like a test.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the true test is your testimonials. Are people saying, yes, he was good and I would hire him? And does it come from someone at General Mills or does it come from somebody's grandma?
So that's my conclusion. When it's subjective, when it could be interpreted as a great show, like some people said that David Farr was good, and some said he wasn't so good. I thought he was good. Whenever it's subjective and you're going to get different opinions, that's when a test comes in. A magician, a writer, a singer, whenever you're going to get people on different sides of the fence of liking it or not liking it, that's when they want to test. So plumbing, it's kind of black and white. You fixed a leak or you didn't, right? So subjectivity.
There is that, but then there's the thing, did the plumber put those little things on his shoes when you walked through your living room? Did he have a plumber's crack or not?
Oh, come on. This is a G-rated show. Come on.
Well, you know what that is. It's when they crack. Plumbers.
My brother's a master plumber, yeah.
Now, if a magician did that, he'd probably be kicked off the stage, right?
Right.
There's
some cool technology at this place, too, the Henry Ford. I don't know if you're ever there.
Oh.
Dearborn, Michigan. I deal with a lot of things in Michigan because NSF, the National Safety Foundation, was born out of the University of Michigan School of Health. And so they did the first water fountain testing, the first water fountain standards for restaurants back in the 60s or, the early stages of drink fountains in the restaurants. And they continued to do water filtration and different testing and certifications. But
Wow.
It's interesting how the technology has changed in that as well. And of course, I think the Ford motor plant over there is temporarily shut down, hasn't it? Because there's not enough employees and they're not getting parts to the.
I
So
don't
the
know.
parts
That's a
aren't
whole other
coming in.
topic with all the truckers coming through Canada and stuff. Maybe that might be part of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Whole other topic.
Yeah.
But Brian, we've gone for 20 minutes and 43 seconds. So
Been a great run.
we shut this off. And
thank you for my time here. I just have nothing but this.
The attitude of gratitude. Wonderful. Yay.
Been a great run, Brad, on your show.
Very cool. I will put you in the green room. We'll have a little chit chat, but I'm going to sign this off and tell these people to go away. See you, buddy. Just like that, there you have it. Tech magic. It'll blow your mind, and it does. There's a lot of interesting things about technology and all the different stuff like that. But that's all I got for now. I'm going to sign off with an M&M. We'll talk later. Peace, love, and happiness. MagicBrad signing off. Be good.